before, but tonight, Kyle, Jasper is a big favorite.
Yeah, they are the favorite. There's no questioning that. And the thing that I like about Jasper being the favorite is they think they're the favorite. Tony Aaron saying as much this week, almost saying maybe uncharacteristically in this matchup that his team is really thinking about fine-tuning themselves for the postseason. They don't even think of Mount Carmel as potentially even factoring into winning this game here tonight. Jasper, for the most part, has got this already pegged in as a win, and they're here to just stay healthy, get better, and move on. And hopefully the Aces can put a little sting into that plan that the Wildcats have dialed up for tonight.
Week 7 of the Indiana season, Jasper is 4-2. Mount Carmel, week 6 for Illinois Prepsters. The Aces come in at 2-3, but they've won 2 games in a row. And they've been the upset specials for 2 straight weeks, according to CalPreps.com. Can they make it 3 in a row? Well, the Jasper Wildcats won the toss. They deferred, so Mount Carmel will get the football first. And we'll see if Mount Carmel feels compelled to throw more than usual tonight. Jasper's big, and they've got a lot of seniors up front. That may cause Mount Carmel to deviate a little bit from its game plan.
And if you're here at the stadium or watching online, look at the difference in the number of players that are on the sidelines. Mount Carmel, our numbers are up this year. Jasper, my goodness, they take up all of this space, almost standing 2 deep at times.
Jacob Lentz gets the kick underway for Jasper, taken by Braden Stippett around the 5-yard line, and he heads into the middle of the field and is dropped at around the 20. That's where Mount Carmel will take over here on this beautiful night for football. A moment of silence before the kickoff tonight and the passing of Stu Grant. We'll talk more about that throughout this broadcast tonight. Mount Carmel takes over. They are in their home uniforms tonight, the gold pants, maroon tops, with those famous gold helmets. Jasper in their road white tops with not quite Vegas gold, but old gold on the pants. First down. And here is the quarterback, the freshman Appleby, throwing it off the hands of Stepp on a turnout. Braden had it, but then dropped it incomplete.
Well, that's a ball Braden Stepp would like to have back. Hit him in the hands. He turned a little too quick to try to look upfield and forgot to catch the football that time, uncharacteristic of Stepp. And now it's 2nd down and 10.
Braden, who had his 2nd straight hat trick for the Aces soccer team yesterday, here on the football field tonight. Appleby calls, backs up. He's in the shotgun now. He throws it long, looking for Stepp on the fly. Missed it. And around the 48, good coverage from Jasper, just off his hands again over the middle. But a good ball by the freshman, Caleb Appleby.
Yeah, ball is right there. The defender really giving Stepp fits that time. He did get his hands on it, just couldn't quite secure it. And now it's 3rd down as the Aces, through these first 2 plays, have gone exclusively to the air. And already it's starting to pan out that Mount Carmel looks to get the air under the football a little bit more here tonight.
An early start to this game tonight is split the difference game. Since we're playing the Wildcats from Indiana, so that's why we're on the air early tonight. It's 3rd down for the Aces now. And they have 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Man in motion. Now he turns and heads upfield. Appleby throws the ball to the left side. Stepp's got it. 25 dragged down short of the marker at around the, but not very short, at around the 29. Let's see where they end up spotting that ball on the first completion of the night.
Yeah, it's going to be a little short, and I think playing a team like Jasper, you don't dare try to go for it here on 4th and short. 4th and about a yard to get, a gain of 9. But we are still seeing Appleby on the field, bringing the play call out there. 15 seconds on the play clock. This may be a see if we can get him to jump kind of thing here.
Play clock under 10 now as they approach the line of scrimmage. Appleby in the shotgun. 4, 3, 2 on the play clock, trying to call. We're going to have to call a timeout. And do we
no,
or
we
is it a
don't.
flag?
We take the flag. Ugh. So delay of game on the Aces that time.
So now we probably will give it up on 4th and 6. So we didn't even get a chance to draw them off or do anything.
Don't like that.
And so Mount Carmel will definitely give it up now. Jasper will drop 2 players deep, including their probably their top talent, Malik Chapman. He's one of the 2 cats deep. It'll be Rager standing back at around his own 10-yard line. He'll be kicking from right to left.
Stipp Scott is averaging 33 yards a punt.
Gets the boot away. It's a line drive. Chapman fields it cleanly at his own 40, 45, spun around and dropped at the 47-yard line. A good initial hit by Mount Carmel by, it looks like Doug Montz, and then he got help. So Jasper sets it up in a good spot of the field from their own 47, 1st and 10.
And a good kick for Stipp, a 36-yard punt, about a 7-yard return for Malik Chapman. He's really the guy to watch. He's the kid that they want to touch the football more times than not. So they'll try to run the Wildcat, do a lot of different things to get Chapman involved.
Person is the quarterback under center, sends a man in motion right to left. They're in the eye, and Chapman not there. The tailback gets the call. Mace is dragging.
The ball came out.
Is loose. A scramble, and Mount Carmel looks like they have it. Yes, they do.
Well, how about that for a start?
They're still fighting for that ball, the two combatants. Well, after that, is that Thacker? No, he hasn't gotten up off the stack yet. There he is. And it is Blake Kite with the football.
He was not letting go, was he?
Nope. Even after the whistle blew, they continued to tussle. But how about that? Jasper's first play from scrimmage, a turnover, and Mount Carmel has it at the Cats' 46.
Well, that's not the way the Wildcats drew up the start to this game, but the Aces now have got to take advantage of the Wildcat mistake.
Two to the left. Here's Appleby
Oh
back,
my.
and he's dropped the
Ball's
ball's
out.
loose. He got hit, jarred the ball loose, and Jasper has it right back.
My goodness. He had no time whatsoever. The line breaks down. Appleby takes a big hit, loses the football, and the Aces cough it right back up to the Wildcats.
Jaden Maringer, a 6'5", 205-pound lineman, picked it up for the Cats. So an exchange of turnovers, and Jasper has it again. First down from the Aces' 48. Already 2 turnovers in the game. We played not even 90 seconds. The Cats spread it out. One receiver to the left, one to the right with a slot that way. Quarterback in the shotgun with backs either side of him. And there's the handoff. That is Ewing running to the right side. 45-40, gets inside of a tackle, and a few more yards to the 35 before he's knocked out of bounds. Ryan Ewing on his first carry.
And it's a first down carry for Ryan Ewing. And the stats that we have for Jasper, which only are through 2 games, Tony Aaron's very stingy with giving those statistics out. So putting together what we can in 2 games of play, Ryan Ewing was their leading rusher for over 130 yards, averages about 7 yards a carry, and picked up 13 that time.
Quarterback is Person, and he calls the signals in the shotgun, backs up, wants to throw, looks long over the middle. Pass is tipped around, incomplete.
Flag down.
And a flag, maybe pass interference on Mount Carmel. Chapman ran the route down the middle, bumped into Stipp, and maybe on the Aces, that penalty.
Matt Greider is our referee here tonight. The preliminary indication is the penalty against the Aces for pass interference.
Boy, Person had plenty of time, didn't he?
On the defense, 15-yard penalty.
Well, we don't have the audio cleanly for you, but it is pass interference.
And now Jasper has the football, 1st and 10 from the Aces. Well, around the 15-yard.
It's a 15-yard penalty, so they'll get it up at the 35 or
at the 20.
Farther at the 20, yeah.
And here's the quarterback, Person on the shotgun. He fakes it to Ewing. And down Chapman, ball's loose. A scramble there on Chapman's first carry of the night. And maybe Mount Carmel has it. Ryan Johnson signals. Yes.
They do. No. They don't. They
Oh.
don't. The hands up for second down, not pointing
okay.
as Chapman falls back on it. I thought he was right there, too.
Yeah. So how about this? So Jasper having trouble hanging on to the football. They fumbled twice already. Got one back. No gain, 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Well, Jasper having trouble hanging on to the football tonight. Gotta like that if you're an Aces fan.
Now the quarterback has Ewing to his right. Person in the shotgun, backs up, wants to throw, looks to the left side, passes over the head of the receiver at the 5-yard line, looking for Nordhoff. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, and again, just kind of a rough start both ways here. Neither team can get into the flow of things. Ball's 3 fumbles already in the first 5 minutes and change of this first quarter of play. 2 turnovers and no real flow yet established in this contest.
So the Cats send 3 to the right side of the field. And a receiver to the left as well. Quarterback in the shotgun. Ewing gets the call on a delay and has running room inside the 10-5. He's going to get in. Touchdown. Ewing blasted off the left side and made it work from 21 yards away, and Jasper's on the board.
Boy, he's just so quick out of the backfield. He accelerated past the only man that really had a shot on him, and that was very early in the run, and Ryan Ewing turned on the afterburners and got in the end zone. 21-yard run, and the Wildcats take a 6-0 lead with 9:15 to go here in the first.
Now let's watch what Jasper does with the point after here. Their kicker has quite a leg on him. He can go 45 yards in practice. There he gets the kick away. And it is good. The kick by Jacob Lentz. Let's take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor, Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. First time tonight, Jasper leads Mount Carmel 7-0 back in 30. It's your home for the Aces.
Local.
Well, a game that's already featured 3 turnovers and is not even 3 minutes old, Jasper took advantage. Ryan Ewing's 21-yard run, and the point after make it 7-0 Jasper.
Frustrating, too, because the Aces had caused Jasper to put the ball on the deck again, could not recover the fumble, and then had him at 3rd and long, and then a 21-yard run later, they're in the end zone.
And that kick is bobbled at the goal line by Mount Carmel. They pick it up and run it out. Took forever to get a handle on it, and he's brought down way deep. Is Braden Steppett around the 5-yard line. That's where Mount Carmel takes over.
Now the ball bounded to him, was hard to grab, and he couldn't secure it quickly. And ultimately down the field it went, and not much in the way of return. The ball will be at the 9-yard line, and that's where the Aces will start. Deep start here for Mount Carmel, but hopefully they can get the offense going.
Mount Carmel goes from right to left, as you visualize. They have 2 receivers sending to the left side, 2 to the right. On the far hash mark, the ball with the quarterback in the shotgun. There's a quick little hand up.
Get out of the end zone.
He's barely in the field of play, and brought down is the running back. That's Austin Rager, back at around the 2 or the 1-yard line. Wow. Quarterback just kind of pitched it upwards to Rager, and nothing there. A big loss on the play.
And again, you got to avoid the end zone line. We got progress down to the 2, but a loss of 7 on the play, trying to come to the near side. Be careful here.
2nd and 17 from the 2. Rager's in the backfield, but here's Appleby, gets the snap and the shot in the shotgun short. Hands it to Kite, who bangs his way to around the 5. First carry by Kite, who had a good game last week. One of our featured players before the game tonight. A gain of about 4, 3rd down.
Yeah, so Kite gets us back out to the 5-yard line, but still 3rd and very long here. So, again, be careful inside the 5, and we got to flip this field position game if nothing else here pretty soon.
3rd and 14. Here is Appleby at the goal line taking the snap. Kite dodges left. Oh, in fact, it was a good fake to him. Appleby still running to the right side across the 20. Has the first down. Appleby on a great option read converts on 3rd down.
Well, we haven't seen Caleb Appleby run the football a lot out of the quarterback spot, and this is 2nd start. That was not something that Jasper was prepared to scout for either. And Appleby picks up 19 yards on the play and converts for a big Mount Carmel first down.
Now Padberg goes wide to the left. Aces send a receiver to the right. And there is Appleby. Quick pass. Rager leaps up, gets it. Running room to the 30, 35. He's almost collared down at around the 35. But on first down, it may be enough for the first down on the pass to Rager. And it is. First down, they move the chains. 11-yard pickup. So 2 straight first downs for Mount Carmel now as they've gotten it out of harm's way and then some. Now decent enough field position as the drive continues. Aces are down to 2 receivers now, 1 split. Patberg to the left and Stipp to the right. Here is Appleby in the shotgun, hands it off. Kite tries to get through and maybe gets a yard before he's closed in at the 36.
Yeah, the Aces, I think, Scott, we've talked about it, predominantly want to go to the air here tonight. That's kind of the game plan. But in reality, you got to keep Jasper honest. You got to keep him to where they're playing to see the run. And go to Kite there, no gain on the play that time, brings up 2nd and 10.
Not sure what was going on off the ball there. Looked like Bryson Phelps was having words with a Jasper player, and it lingered for a few seconds, but nothing called or anything. Now the Aces open it up a little bit. Receivers left and right. Appleby's going to throw. Wings it out of the backfield looking for Whittler. It's no good. He underthrew him at around the 40 or the 35. Incomplete pass. It'll be third down.
Well, and again, we've seen Appleby convert about over 50% of his passes or near that mark. So that's a good enough number to run with here tonight. And we'll have to wait and see.
We're in the park next week. We go to Vincennes to face the Alice's playing at Inman Park. Our 1 hour pregame show begins at 5:30 next Friday night. Now trips left, receiver, trips right, receiver to the left, and the shotgun is the freshman Appleby. Backs up, rolls to the right, fires on the run. Pass is caught by Rager, and he's immediately driven backwards. Let's see what kind of progress they'll give him.
A couple of yards, if that.
Yeah, to around the 38, and then he went 10 yards backward on the push. Now it'll be 4th and long for the Aces, 4th and about 8.
So the Aces able to get a little bit better result out of this drive than they did the first time they had the football. Able to get downfield. This drive started inside the 9. We bring it out to the 38, so roughly 30 yards or so on the drive, but forced to punt again here on 4th and long.
Chapman and Jacob deep for Jasper. There's Stipp's kick. It'll be taken by Jacob at around the 20, 25, 35 rather, and across the 40 to the 45 before he's tackled there for Mount Carmel. And nice good start for Jasper after the tackle by Colton Davis.
Well, and again, another nice kick, 34 yards. You kind of know what you're going to get out of Braden Stipp punting the football. Goes as a 34-yard, 35-yard kick, and out to the 45, as you mentioned. Garrett Jacob, a 17-yard return, sets Jasper up. Another relatively short porch here for the Wildcats. The Aces defense needs to get a stop.
Trips to the left, receiver to the right. Jasper goes left to right. Person, the quarterback. He's in the shotgun, long count, now throws left side. Pass is caught. And a receiver across the 50, down the left side, breaks ahead of everybody, and he's going to score a touchdown. 55 yards for Jasper on the pass play from Person.
But hold the phone, there's a flag, it's coming back.
No, a call against the offense. Milligan on that catch. He's averaging over 10 yards a catch, and we know why now, but it's going to come back.
Holding, offense, number 80. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, first down.
So a hold brings it back.
Thank goodness.
We'll take that all day.
Yeah, they swung it over to Milligan on the left, and he just has this ability to jump ahead of his coverage and took a step or two and faked everybody out, and he was off to the races on the left side. As we mentioned, he's averaging over 10 yards a catch. But then again, as Kyle mentioned during the pregame, the Aces as a team are doing that. So 2 offensives, when they throw the ball, they do pretty well. Now it's first down and 20 for the Cats, and here's Person back to throw again. Looks long again, looking for Milligan. He pulls it in untouched at the 30, 25, 20, and gets away, and now finally Stipp brings him down inside the 20 at around the 18-yard line. Man, he caught that ball with nobody around him.
Goodness gracious. They just went right back to it again. That said, you can't stop it, so we'll just go there again. And goodness, another big first down run for Milligan.
About a 45-yard pass play there for Jasper. They're set up now at the Aces 18, 1st and 10. The official stopped the play. Timeout called by Mount Carmel. First time out of the game. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. 5:19 to go opening period. Jasper leads 7-0. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
It's 7-0. Jasper leads here. 5:19 to go in the first period. Aces called a timeout. Trying to slow Jasper down a little bit and catch their collective breath after a 45-yard pass play.
Yeah, it needed to do so. Just kind of a lapse in coverage in the secondary, because 2 times they go all the way downfield to Milligan for long pass plays. One called back a touchdown on a penalty, and the next play goes the same guy for 45 yards. And boy, is he fast when he catches that football. You got to be right with him.
The first one didn't work, a penalty, so they went right back to Milligan, and he almost ran the same route, except on the other side, and it worked perfectly. Now it's first down from the 18, and there's Ryan Ewing, left side. Now changes direction, goes to the right, and finally the Aces converge on and push him down, but not before he gets to around the 6-yard line.
That's another first down run for the Wildcats, it looks like. A 12-yard gain takes it inside the 5, or right outside that mark, perhaps to the 6, depending upon the spot. Looks like it is the 6-yard line. So first and goal scenario now for the Wildcats. They'll actually call it the 7. An 11-yard gain for Ryan Ewing, and Mount Carmel has yet to show that they can stop Jasper's offense, either ground or through the air.
Justin Person, the senior quarterback, was 50 yards away from the 3,000 career mark when the game began in the air, and they're going to go Wildcat. Chapman gets the snap, drives right side, in for the touchdown. Malik Chapman, we knew that Jasper liked to do that, ran right out of the Wildcat. He took the snap and eased in from the right side, and Jasper leads 13-0.
Hard to believe that's the guy they want to touch the football. It's the first time he's touched it tonight. It comes from a Wildcat look on a first and goal situation, and a few yards later, he's in the end zone, and Jasper's got a 2-score lead.
A 6-yard scoring run, and now Jacob Lentz in for the point after. Here, Person will hold. Here's the snap ball down. The kick is right through the uprights and headed for the concession stand. And
maybe Jasper.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at that Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's now Jasper 14, Mount Carmel nothing, back in 30. It's your home for the Aces. Well, Jasper has built its lead. It is now 14-0. The Wildcats will be kicking from left to right. Mount Carmel, its deepest back is Braden Stepp at around the 3. Doug Montz is also back at around the 5 over to the far right. Here comes the boot from the Cats. Right at Stepp. Retrieves it at the 1, to the 5, 10, 15. To the right side, to the 20. Almost found an opening. Finally then brought down. Not a bad return by Braden out to the 26.
A good job by Stepp. Caught the ball cleanly that time as it stayed up in the air. So bring it out for about a 25-yard return. A deep kick from the Wildcats. They'll officially say it's at the 27-yard line. And that's another drive for the Aces to try to get on track offensively. Really, they've got to do a better job of at least this possession, pinning Jasper further backfield and create more opportunities for your defense.
The Aces spread it out, go 2 by 2. Appleby in the shotgun, looks left, fires now over the middle, passes off of Stepp's hand, and the flags fly. Jasper on defense, he threw it into trouble. It'll be on the Cats on defense.
Yeah, a little too early that time came the defender over the top. No objection from the Jasper sideline. So 15-yard penalty coming up here.
That's on pass interference on the defense, number 19. 15-yard penalty. Result is a first down.
That's on senior Garrett Jacob. And Mount Carmel, they move the football to the 43. And a new set of downs. The chain guys got to hurry.
Ready to go here. So up at the 42. Good first play of this drive.
4:25 to go first period. Here's Appleby in the shotgun. He looks long again. This one's for Rager. He almost pulled it in. Good coverage by the Cats. Incomplete, though, at the 30-yard line. Single-man coverage by Isaac Bartley.
Bartley right there. But again, a well-thrown ball. And it's Appleby's on target. I mean, what can you say? He's getting the ball right there. Defenders are helping break these passes up for the Wildcats.
Stipp and Rager are your wideouts to the left side. It's 2 by 2. Quick slant pass off the hands of Rager. He came back for it just over the left side. Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Clock stops with 43 seconds to go. At halftime tonight, we'll be honoring the intercity football teams and the traveling teams, as we've always called them, the junior NEC Aces. Good seasons by both those teams. Now third down, Aces again line it up 2 by 2 on the receiver end, and Appleby looks down the middle. Pass incomplete on the crossing pattern for Rager, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, and again, just not when you're going almost exclusively pass is what it seems the Aces mantra is here tonight. You live and die by the pass, and that means you in any given sequence you've got 3 chances, and most times to at least complete one ball, and there we've seen 3 straight incompletions and now punt formation.
And Stipp is back in punt formation. Of course, he's run twice out of this for first downs. He does get the boot away there. It's going towards Chapman, but it's going to go out of bounds, and neither one of them, Chapman or Jacob, will get a chance to return it. And the official will mark it at around the 30-yard line. That's where Jasper will take over. A 27-yard kick.
28, and if you go with statistics, I guess, that it will be the Jasper's deepest start. Not as deep as you'd like to see in that situation, but a deeper start at least. Take what you can get, right?
Yep. Cats are 4-2 on this year. They lost to Vincennes and also fell to Evansville Memorial early in the year. Now they set it up with Person, the quarterback, Person in the shotgun with Ewing to his right. And the officials blow the play dead.
Timeout.
Oh, timeout by Jasper. First timeout for the Cats, so we'll take it as well. Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan sponsors timeouts. It's Jasper 14, Mount Carmel nothing, back in 30. It's your
At Backyard Markets, located at 522 Market Street in Mount Carmel, there's something for everyone. From antique, vintage, and repurposed goods, Backyard Markets has new, used, and everything in between. Come browse goods from over 30 vendors and join us as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary this September. Don't forget to check out our creamy fudge, coffees, teas, spices, oils, Amish jellies, and jams. And Backyard Markets is the place to shop small this holiday season. Backyard Markets open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, or visit our Facebook page.
CalPreps.com, the National High School Rating Service, has installed Jasper as a 32-point favorite for tonight. We gain that number through projections. Technically, CalPreps doesn't offer their actual predictions until next week for games around the country. But you can still pull up hypotheticals and get a feel for it. First and 10 here for Jasper from the 32. Ewing gets the handoff, shuffles over the middle, and now has some running room. Finally, the Aces slow him up, and finally bring him down at around the 40.
Ryan Ewing just won't quit, and he is so fast. Everybody that's touched the football for Jasper, unbelievable how fast this team is. When you nearly double us in enrollment, I guess you have more fast kids per capita, and they're all on the football field here tonight for Jasper as Ryan Ewing goes to the 40 and picks up 30 yards.
Yeah, we're talking about the Mount Carmel 40, not the Jasper 40.
Right.
So quite a gain. Now, Personic easy soft throw to the left side, pass caught, and immediately, though, the receiver Nordoff brought down, but he did gain something to around the 37, gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, good pass play, getting out to the far side of the field, really trying to expand Mount Carmel's defensive coverage wider across the field to try to free up the running game as they would look to go back inside to Ewing perhaps as after they expanded out. I mean, this is a very veteran coach, a very veteran team that knows what they're doing more times than not. A 4-yard gain on that pass play.
And now it looks like Wildcat to Chapman. Persana's not in the game, at least as QB. He's a wide receiver to the left, and this time the Aces read it a little better. He was hit initially, and he still gets away. And now he's got open field. Finally, the Aces do close him down at around the 25. Phelps and one other Ace, I thought, had him for a loss, and then he broke free, and it took Kite to bring him down and finish him off another first down.
Well, there is a flag down, and I think it's coming back. And I think the call is going to be he aided his own man by really throwing him down the field is what he did. Chapman really had trouble getting going, and you can't aid your own
Leading the runner, number 74, on offense, picked the man up and carried him down the field. 15-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Now that's in most walks of life, that's friendship, but not in football. Carter Gentry.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, you don't want to be that kind of friend, to pick up your buddy and carry him over the yard markers. Everything else, that's friendship. No, not in football, right? So.
I'm just trying to help.
Yeah. All right, it'll be, after all that, second down and around 17 now. So call it second and 19. We're down to 2:41 to go. First period, Jasper leads 14-0. The Cats have 2x2 on the receivers. They go left to right, and Mayor's Malik Chapman again to take the snap. He steps up and wants to run to midfield, to the 45, left side. Gets around another one, and we finally push him out of bounds and around the 33-yard line.
So the penalty put the ball back across midfield. Chapman, on his own, takes off downfield and creates a 3rd and 4 out of what was a 3rd and 19.
So about a 15-yard gain. Now we're down near the 223 mark. Let's see if Chapman stays where he has been. Now they bring Person, the quarterback, back in. He stands in the shotgun with Ewing to his left. Receiver split. Throws to the right side. He does. To Milligan. Shakes by one tackle. Still running right side. Down the sidelines. Knocked out of bounds finally by Thacker. But not until he gets the first down and around the Aces' 20-yard line.
Well, they've just got so many weapons, so many different ways that they can go at you here. Whether it's Milligan through the air, whether it's Ewing on the ground, whether it's Chapman out of the Wildcat or Person hitting the receivers in stride, they're just all over the place here tonight.
First down for the Cats now, new set of downs from the 21. Person is the quarterback of the shotgun. Slant pass caught, and the receiver breaks away from a tackle and scores an easy touchdown. That pass caught by Philip Noblet, and it'll go for 21 yards, the second 21-yard touchdown play for the Cats, and they lead 20-0.
Well, I think Jasper's pretty darn good, is what this is ultimately proving here. These Wildcats, they can do it from the air, they can do it from the ground, and just a good Jasper team here tonight.
1:50 to go in the first period, and now they'll try to tack on the point after. Here comes Lentz back in to do the honors, and here a flag down on the play, and everybody kind of stopped rushing.
Foul, encroachment, defense, number 70.
And so they'll go half the distance to the goal line. Will they go for 2, or will they go for 1? Noblet on the pass catch, 21 yards on the play, and nicely done by Person.
Well, the only question that remains is, does Jasper kick the extra point or half?
At the request of the kicking team.
So Jasper elects to just leave the ball at the 3.
Okay.
I didn't know you could do that.
And now they'll try the point after. Here's the snap, ball down, the kick is up, and it is good. So let's take a look at that Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's Jasper 21, Mount Carmel nothing. Back with a kick in 30. It's your home for the Aces. Jasper's third touchdown of the first period was the first passing score by the quarterback, Person, the senior. Hit Noblet for 21 yards. Jasper leads 21-0. Lentz will be kicking off.
We heard that Jasper, when they played Vincennes, didn't have a very good game. And if Vincennes is better than Jasper, boy, I'm going to see something next week.
Picked up by Stipp, the kick at around the 5, heads to the right side of the field, and he's rung up and swarmed under. Leading the way was Isaac Bartley, Jr. for Jasper at around the 20. That's where Mount Carmel will take over.
And again, the way they kick off even, they deaden that ball where Stipp's got to run up, pick it up off the ground, and then get going. By the time he gets going, they're there to wrap him up quickly. And not a lot there for Stipp on the return back to the 20.
The Cats, of course, playing at their home games with the new AstroTurf field. I don't know whether they practice there or not, or whether they go off the turf for games. Well, that would be every game, though, so they probably just practice on it. Here is Appleby out of the shotgun, throws on first down, pass caught to the right side, finally rolled under the receiver. The pass is complete to Rager. And let's see, they mark him down at around the 30-yard line. So a gain of about 8 or 9 on the first down. First down, enough. Yep.
A little late. So we got another chance to move the chains. The passing game having some success, but just not consistent enough success to sustain a long drive.
Now here's Appleby. There's Kite going to his left. Now up the middle, had a little running room up near the first down marker at the 40. Best run of the night for Blake Kite, the junior running back.
Yeah, best run of the night, and the passing game and the threat for the pass is what's allowing that to happen. That's another Aces first down on back-to-back plays.
I see the smoke wafting across the stadium here, hanging over the field. Is that it's a tailgate smoke, or
yeah,
perhaps
I think so.
dew? Okay.
I think it's tailgate smoke. If it gets too foggy in here we can't see, I guess we'll go home.
Well, we could always suspend the game and come back some other time. Here's Rager handing it off the Kite, tries the right side, and gets just a yard or two to around the 40. It'll be second down.
Yeah, so not really anything there for Kite, getting it back to the line of scrimmage that time. So no gain on the play as Jasper snuffs out the run that time, and now the Aces will have to run at least one more play here in this first period.
Beautiful night for football here. And a good crowd, really. They kept filing in after the kickoff. Here is Appleby back to throw over the middle. Pass is broke. Oh, now another flag. This will be pass interference on Isaac Bartley, working against the receiver for the Aces, a step over the middle. And he reached around, thought he was clean. The Jasper fans thought it was clean, but it'll probably go against the Cats.
Now, interestingly enough, was it a hold or pass interference?
Holding on the defense. It's a 10-yard penalty. The result is a first down.
Isn't it 10 yards from the spot? Because that turns into a massive penalty.
Well, let's just see.
I thought it was 10 yards from the spot.
Defensive holding.
So, no, I guess it's just 10 yards. So it should be a first down if it's a 10-yard penalty, and they will move the chains.
And he announced it as first down. The chain gang hustles up. Meanwhile, we're ready to go here. And Appleby in the shotgun, backs up, wants to throw, looking long down the left side for Patberg. He pulls it in at the 20. It's complete. He's finally brought down at the 12-yard line. What a pass play that was of 38 yards.
What a nice catch. Satchel Patberg had to go back over his shoulder to haul that one in. Does. Number 38 with a big play right there. Satchel Patberg and a big first down. The Aces in the red zone for the first time tonight.
Patberg's getting more and more confident as a receiver as this year goes on. That's the biggest pass catch for him this year now in terms of yardage. And the Aces have a first down at the Jasper 12-yard line.
Talk about high risk, high reward with a pass play. We will not get another pass or play off here in the first quarter as the quarter has come to a close.
So one quarter in the books here at Riverview Stadium. It's been all Jasper. Let's take a look at that Jade Investments Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It is Jasper 21, Mount Carmel nothing. Back with the second quarter in 1 minute at your home for the Aces. Stadium. Jasper leads 21-0, but Mount Carmel is on the march. The Aces line it up, first and 10 from the Jasper 12. The freshman QB, Appleby, points his hands, takes the snap, and pulls back from Kite. Now tries to run it himself. Boy, he's handling the ball loosely, but he hangs onto it enough to go down.
Well, busted play that time because his intended receiver, the way he was looking was to the way of Braden Stipp, and Stipp fell down right as he got into the line and had really nowhere to go, so Appleby decided to tuck and run, and because of the absence of Braden Stipp on the play because he fell down, nowhere to go, and takes a loss of a yard on the play does Appleby.
Second down and 11 now. Line of scrimmage, the 13-yard line of Jasper. Play just underway in the second quarter. Jasper 2 rushing touchdowns and a pass for a score in the first frame. Appleby in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Stipp right to left, and
Flag.
they pull the play away and throw the flag.
Dead ball foul. False start. Number 79 offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Maybe a lineman trying to get out and pull and lead the way on that sweep to the left side, but he got caught. And so it's a penalty.
Well, the last two plays going the wrong way. Lost a yard on a play in which the receiver fell down before the quarterback could find him, had to scramble and lost a yard, and now a penalty on a false start up front for the Aces. And Can't do that. Got to find a way to get it in the end zone here.
Now 2nd and 16 from the Jasper 18. Appleby in the shotgun, has time, throws over the middle. It's caught by Rager in a crossing pattern. Brought down, I think, short of the marker, but not very much, near the 5-yard line.
Yeah, nice to see Rager get his hands on that football. Another reception. It will be 3rd down, 3rd and about 3, it looks like. Maybe closer to 2 after the completion there. Up to around... Where are they? Around the 5-yard line. Yep.
So 3rd and 2 from close quarters from Mount Carmel, trying to score for the first time. Appleby in the shotgun. Hands it off. Kite up the middle now. Darts to the left and tries to sneak in. And did he make it? Did he make it? Yes, touchdown. They signal the TD, and the Aces are on the board of the run by Blake Kite.
I tell you, Scott, what a nice job by Blake Kite. His initial hole where he wanted to run that football got plugged up. He bounced off of that one. Found another seam inside, found his way into the end zone, and the Aces have breathed some life into the stadium crowd getting on the board here. Point after pending, trailing 21-6.
10:14 to go in the second period. Aces are on the board. It's 21-6, and it'll now be the point after as Aiden Gill will hold for Braden Stipp. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is right through the uprights, and Mount Carmel has some forward motion in this game now. Let's take a look at that. Let's do the scoreboard. Let's do the scoreboard. Sure, right.
Jade Investment Advisor,
Financial
Tim
Advisor Tim Phillips. Yeah, I almost was going to give it to Tia for a minute. 21-7. Mount Carmel on the board. We'll be back in 30. It's your home for the Aces.
Hello, I'm Carter Leasty, and this is your financial success team at Corporate America Family Credit Union, the only credit union in Mount Carmel. We're non-for-profit and member-owned. You are part owner of the credit union, not just an account number. CAFQ is a full-service financial institution. We offer the same products and services as banks. What CAFQ earns is returned back to our members with lower loan rates and higher savings rates. We want to put more money in your pocket. Start your savings today.
Go Aces!
Well, the Aces on the board. Nice run by the Aces to get down the field, and finally the run by Kite for the TD.
You know, still holding out hope here that the Aces have enough life to get back in this ball game. Of course, Jasper will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss. But each drive we've seen out of Mount Carmel has gotten better as the night's gone on. Further progress downfield. Last drive ends in the end zone. Who knows? Let's get going again here.
And the Aces onside kick. Jasper covers it at around the 48-yard line. Nicely done. The recovery made by Alex Lawyer.
Tried to catch him napping a bit there. Hard to catch a good team like Jasper napping, however.
So the Cats have it. Line of scrimmage, their own 48-yard line. Early second period. Now Carmel just ended Jasper's 21-point run to start the game. We'll take a look at scores from around the area, too, at halftime. Cats have 2x2 in the receiver core. Chapman to the right side. He's the fastest of these kids. Milligan gets the handoff on the counter sweep to the right side. Looking for running room. Darts into the 45. Aces meet him there and meet him hard and repel him. And it looks like Kite on the stop. Thacker on the stop for the Aces.
Yeah, Kite right there, and boy, they go hard all the time to these Wildcats, and Milligan ran hard, and Blake Kite running hard there. Big collision on the play. Milligan, though, still takes it across the 45 for 8 yards up to the 44. Nice gain on first down. Offense did their job. They got in the end zone. The defense has got to stop this Jasper offense.
Kite was one of our players profiled tonight. He said he loves defense more than offense. A lot of these kids are like, a lot of kids in high school are like that. Pump fake by the quarterback. Now he falls down. Does Person back at the 50. He was rolling to the left, probably going to leave the pocket and run for his life. And then he slipped out on the turf and lost way back to the 50.
Yeah, back to the 50-yard line. Person just kind of fell down. Lost his footing, or maybe just decided nobody was open. I'm going to take the loss to live another day. Loss of 6 yards, maybe 7 on the play. Brings up a third and call it 9 back at midfield.
8:57 to go here in the second quarter. Now 3rd and long for Jasper. Kind of a rare spot the Cats are in now, 3rd and 8.
Big time to rise up here, defense.
Receivers 2x2. Person in the shotgun. Ewing to his left. And he's going to shuffle pass it and drops the ball, does no enough, and the Aces, they had it and lost it. We were on it and then lost it. I think it was either Aiden Gill or Ryan Johnson, but they couldn't hang on, and Jasper fell back on it with Ryan Ewing, and it's 4th down.
Well, the good thing is they're going to give up the football. At least they're showing that they're going to give it up by punting the ball from midfield. But, boy, we just about got a huge break and about got that football at midfield. Now punt pending here. We will get the ball back, and the defense does do the job.
Yeah.
They keep Jasper from adding on to the lead here.
And so the Cats appear that they're going to be in punt formation. Malik Chapman is back to do that. He gets the snap away and does on a rugby-style kick. It's very short. It goes out of bounds after only about 10 yards, and let's see where they mark it to around the 40.
Goodness, a 10-yard punt? A 10-yard punt.
Man, after Jasper's 3rd fumble. And Mount Carmel has a good start now at their own 40-yard line.
Well, you know, as good as Jasper would appear to be, and I'm not trying to say that they're not good, boy, do they have some times when they're just not very good. They've dropped the ball on the ground three times tonight, 3 fumbles. They've recovered 2 of them. They just punted the ball 10 yards down the field. So they're not flawless by any stretch of the imagination.
Receivers 2 by 2. Appleby steps up, throw short of the middle, a crossing pattern. It's incomplete for Rager at around the 42, so 2nd and 10 from the 40. It will be. Well, and Tony Aaron said as much during some of the pregame interviews we were monitoring at other sites on the web, and he says if the team that played Vincennes shows up, we're in trouble. And so there's a little problem with Jasper's consistency this year. They are 4-2. Here is Appleby back in the shotgun. Pumps, fires over the middle. Pass is tipped off the hands of Rager. Covered by Chapman, and it'll be 3rd down. That ball's stuck up in the air after the deflection.
I don't want to tell you that every pass that Caleb Appleby throws is perfect and on target, but the lion's share of the passes tonight have at least been touched by the receiver. Dropped in the hands, hit in the hands. That was a little high, but still Rager able to get a hand on it. And you like your quarterback at least giving the receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
Receivers 2 by 2. Appleby back in the pocket. Fires a pass over the middle. It's caught. And is the ball loose or the ground calls the fumble?
They say he did not catch it. They say that the defender kept him from hauling that one in. And so what looked to be a 1st down reception whistled off as an incomplete pass as the defender got there at the last moment to break that up.
Chapman on the coverage reached in. 4th down. The thing to remember about Appleby, and we got to keep reminding yourself, he is just a freshman. And anyway, that's a kind of a throwaway comment, yes, but maybe by week 9 we'll say he's just about a sophomore. But for now, and he's not even a 6-game freshman.
6 of 14 tonight if you're keeping track through the air.
And here's the kick by Stipp.
Short.
It's a little bit on the short side, crosses to the other side of the field, and then bounces out of bounds at around the, 35-yard line at 10, and maybe and they're going to come back up to the 36, 37, 38, 39.
Maybe right at the 40.
Yeah, so a kick.
21 yards or so.
And no return, and Jasper takes over.
I'll give them a little more credit. They stopped at the 38, so 22 yards. No return.
And they get it now at the 39. We have 7:30 to go. First half, Jasper leads 21-7. Yeah, the Cats are not as crisp, shall we say, as they could be.
Yeah, that's the good news here. And unfortunately, we just gave up an opportunity where we kept them out of the end zone and could have put back-to-back scores on the board. Just need to do it again here.
Person hands off. Ryan Ewing's hit and dropped by 2 or 3 aces. Eventually stopped them at around the 43.
You know, maybe I don't remember what I think I remember about games gone past from Jasper. You're the memory bank of Aces football, but it always seems when Jasper's good, they come out, they hit in a fury. They come out of the gate well, and then they kind of settle in, and that's kind of what we've seen out of Jasper tonight. The Aces hopefully can get another stop here.
Person, the senior, and now he pulls it back from Ewing, reads it himself, takes it to the right side. Aces, after a short game of the Jasper QB, to around the 47, a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down from there.
Third and a long 2, short 3 here coming up for the Wildcats, and another chance for the defense to make a stop.
You know, you brought up something interesting before the game, talking about trivia and memory bank. Tell us what you were after. We're after a name.
Well, and
tonight.
I think I've got it.
Okay.
I've made contact with enough lifelines that I think I've got it, and it has to do with a little quarterback history. We'll tell you about that in a moment.
Third down, Person back and wants to throw. Fires a pass, almost picked off. Great defense by Rager, reached around in front of the receiver, Nordoff, and poked it away. Fourth down.
Good segue that Rager's involved with the play, because here was the question. When's the last time in Aces football history there was a player who caught a touchdown pass, threw a touchdown pass, and ran in a touchdown on a carry in the same season? And the lifeline that figured it out, well, I'll have to tell you in a moment.
Okay, we know Rager's done it already this year.
First time in a while.
Now Chapman is going to
Fake.
run on fourth down on the fake to the left side, looking for blockers and running room, and he's got the first down. Aces do finally bring him down at the 45, but that's a first down run, fourth down conversion for the Cats, and a new set of downs.
And I'm not sure it was a fake. I think it was just a lineup in a Wildcat formation. And it's sad, too, because there was a guy that had a shot at Chapman behind that line to gain, but could not make contact, could not bring him down, and Malik Chapman takes it 8 yards into Aces territory and a big fourth down conversion. Alex Hale was the lifeline that I made contact with. You did as well. And Kyle Buss even had it right as well. We'll tell you about that in a second here.
Person under center for this series. Hands off, ball carrier to the right side, breaks a tackle, now 2, and finally tries, cannot quite get away from the last tackler. Rager stayed with him, otherwise it would have been a touchdown for Sam DeWitt. As it is, it's a big first down all the way to the 20.
Yeah, first time we've called his name tonight. Sam DeWitt takes it 25 yards downfield. Jasper now back in the red zone. The last Aces player to run, throw, and catch a touchdown in a game was Alex Hale, who did that in his sophomore season, I do believe. And also Tyler Browning did that as well a few years prior to that.
And those are two of the guys that we were discussing early, and you brought up those names. And now handoff, Ewing stacked up, nothing there, maybe a yard, and around the 20-yard line. We thought about Jake Howard. We thought about I think Todd Painter may have back in the 70s. I don't know. And maybe Nate Fowler was one that we thought about.
Alex also wanted to point out his sophomore year, he had an interception return for a touchdown and threw for one that year as well.
That was a great team he was on, too. That was Logan Crum's team, too, right?
Yep,
Wasn't it?
I think so.
Ball carry to the right side again with the football. On the run is DeWitt. He gets down inside the 10. First down, ramble to the right side, and Jasper now has the ball, first and goal.
So the Wildcats on this drive, uncorking yet another weapon out of the backfield in Sam DeWitt, 26 on his uniform back, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. Takes it all the way to the 7, first and goal after the 13-yard gain.
Down to 4:30 to go in the first half. Now the Cats line it up in the wishbone for the close goal line runs here, and Ewing wrapped up and dropped by Bryson Phelps for a loss. And it'll be second and goal back of the 9.
Maybe one of the better defensive plays we've seen out of the Aces tonight. Blew that play up as they go to the bone that time. You don't run the bone at the Snake Pit. You just don't do that. Unless you're John Hart, right? I think. It's been a while since we've seen the bone, but not very often run against us.
And here is Person under center. He will hand it to the right halfback.
Keeps
Ewing.
himself.
And he decides, he keeps it himself to the left side. Still running out towards the 10. He's knocked out of bounds there.
I don't know that he got forward
No,
progress. I don't think I mean, they have lost a yard back to the 11-yard line. So a loss of 1 on the play as Person runs out of bounds there.
Yeah, nice bit of misdirection, but he didn't get anything out of that. He ran an awful long way. And it'll be third and goal now.
So after we blow up one play from the wishbone for a loss, and on that play, a little play action, and the Aces don't bite. They stick with their keys and force another loss. Big third and long here.
And it's time for the Wildcat. Malik Chapman is back in the shotgun now. Then we'll call it that anyway. And he fakes to Ewing.
Boy.
Rambles to the left side. Almost drops the ball on his way to the end zone, but hangs on. It looked like he was going to play with the football a little bit and almost lost it. But does finish the run for points, 11 yards, and Jasper leads 27-6.
Yeah, the Aces, I don't really thought we were seeing the Wildcat formation there because nobody spied Chapman, who in essence acts as the quarterback there. It was him along with Ewing in the backfield, and I think everybody thought Chapman was going to hand it to Ewing, and he faked that way. We bid on that, and Chapman went in untouched to the end zone for the touchdown, and Jasper's got that 2-score lead again, 3-score lead.
And now Lentz will try to tack on the point after. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is up, and it is good. The Jade Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Jasper 28 and Mount Carmel 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds at your home for the Aces. Jasper's lead is now back to 3 scores. It's 28-7 as the kicker for the Cats, Jacob Lentz, will kick the ball away from right to left. Jasper has its big lead back, but the Aces will get the ball with time to do something before halftime. There's a kick down the middle of the field. Stipp watches it go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mount Carmel takes over at the 20-yard line.
So, again, the Aces saw their last drive kind of stall out. The drive before, our best drive, ends in the end zone with a touchdown. And if you're the Aces here, you want to go back to what that was, and it was good passes down the field. The Aces able to move the football through the air and hopefully able to try to do that again here on this drive with 3:34 remaining. And, of course, remember, Jasper gets the ball to start the second half.
Now Carmel from left to right. Appleby, the freshman at QB, sends trips to the left side. He's in the shotgun, Appleby is. Gets the snap, backs up, looks left, and fires the ball. Is tipped up in the air, and the Aces fall on it, but the pass probably rules incomplete. Second down.
Yeah, good to see that ball hit the deck after the deflection. That's one of those that hung in the air for a little while, and fortunate that there were no defenders in the area able to pick that ball up or catch it while it was still in the air before it hit the deck. Scott, Jasper averages just 27.5 points a game. They've got that and more here in the first half.
Aces trips to the left. Luke Gould, the only receiver to the right side. Here is Appleby, flushed out of the pocket, gets a throwaway downfield. It's almost picked up by Jasper. They had the best shot at it, intended for Stipp, but they're like a center fielder going after the ball with Sam DeWitt. He just couldn't hang on. Incomplete, third down.
Well, that time we're fortunate we didn't get an offensive pass interference penalty as the hit from, I believe it was Stipp, who was in the area, had to come back and try to do something to keep the Wildcats from intercepting that ball. Appleby hurried and rushed that time, threw kind of a wounded duck down the middle of the field, and fortunately the receiver, the defender, couldn't come up with it.
Again, trips to the left side. Appleby in the shotgun, looks left again. He's chased out, throws it that way, and the pass is incomplete, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, again, that time, Appleby, I think, maybe was worried about pressure, released a little too quickly that time, well overthrew his intended target. And now on fourth down, the Aces will have to punt, and with 3 incomplete passes, didn't take much time off the clock. Now you're going to give Jasper the ball back with 3 minutes and change left, and their deepest guys right now stand around midfield.
Chapman and Jacob deep for the Cats at around midfield. Here's the kick by Stipp. A little longer this time. It's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be upfield from the 50. We'll see where the official backtracks it to. Kick came from the 20.
Probably around the 48 of the Aces, I'm guessing.
There he's walking.
Yep.
And he's going to drop it right there. 28 yards on the kick, no return. Jasper, though, starts the Mount Carmel 47 with time. 3:12 to go in the first half.
By my count, that drive of the Aces, the 3 and out with 3 pass plays, took all of 22 seconds off the clock. You want to move the football or you want to take time off the clock. Didn't do either that time, and Jasper's got a short porch and a chance to add to an already big lead.
Receivers split 2 by 2. Person in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Milligan to the left, backs up, looks his way, and now wings it down the middle, looking for Nordhoff, and he pulls it in with an unbelievable catch at around the 9-yard line. Good coverage by the Aces Thacker, but up in the air, falling backwards. The catch made for the Cats by Eric Nordhoff.
It goes 39 yards down the field, and what poise by Nordhoff there. The senior at 6'3", just tracked that ball, stayed with it, leapt at the right time, hauled it in over the defense, and now it's a short porch again, 1st and goal.
And this time Ewing gets the call. He's wrapped up over the middle, short gain to around the 5-yard line, or the 6, clock running, 2:51 left in the half.
And now it's Jasper who would like to take time off the clock. They don't want to allow Mount Carmel to end up with the ball back with any time to work with. But boy, the Wildcats looking pretty good right now.
It is 2nd down and goal. Jasper leads 28-7, trying to score more before halftime. Quarterback looks to the right, now takes the snap in the shotgun. Ewing gets the call up the middle. Aces cover him. Another short gain to, we'll call it the just outside the 5. It'll be 3rd and goal.
So 3rd down now, and the Wildcats trying to put this ball in the end zone, but again, wanting to take as much time as they can off the clock.
Yep. They're headed for the end zone to the left of the south end zone. And here's Person, the quarterback, under center. Calls the signals, man in motion, Nordhoff, and here is the fake. Person's going to throw over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Sailing well past the receiver Milligan and through the middle of the end zone. And it's 4th down. Will we see the kicker? Here he comes. Here is Jacob Lentz coming in. We saw him hit a few from 45 earlier, one from 53, I think, earlier tonight during the warm-up. So he's got the leg. By Jacob Lentz. Person, the quarterback, will hold. Call it a 24-yard kick. And here comes the snap and the ball down. The kick away, and he does get plenty of leg into it. A 24-yard field goal by Lentz, and the Wildcats have extended the lead. The new scoreboard look brought to you by Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips. Jasper now leads Mount Carmel 31-7, back in 30 at your home for the Aces. 24.
What was before the field goal? What did they do?
They
Incomplete pass or run, or?
Yeah, he threw an incomplete pass. Yeah,
okay.
He was looking for Ewing in the back of the end zone.
So it was
24.
Okay.
Thank you. Jasper building a big lead here in the first half. They lead Mount Carmel 31-7. Aces will be getting the ball now with not much time left in the half. There's the boot, and it will bounce past Stipp and into the end. Oh, no, it's going to roll down at the 1. Stipp picks it up from there to the 5, to the 10, dives forward to around the 13-yard line. How did that ball just die inside the 5?
Well, that is how Jasper has kicked the ball off tonight. They have done remarkably well. Jacob Lentz, a good kicker for this ball club, and has made it tough on the Aces trying to get any sort of good field position tonight.
Because the grass is short here, of course, at Riverview, and yet that ball did not roll on in. It just died in the short grass at the 1, and Stipp had to pick it up. So Mount Carmel gets the ball, 1:41 to go in the half. It'll be Appleby in the shotgun with Kite, his running back behind him. And Kite gets the call and is stacked up with the line. Jasper throws him back for maybe a loss on the play. And the clock runs. We're inside 90 seconds to go in the half. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 from the 13.
Now the Aces just, I think, really wanting to get to halftime. We've got a deep start. We're inside our own 20, down a bunch of points, and really with the play call there, it looks as if we're just trying to get to the end of this first half of play.
2 by 2 on the receivers. Appleby in the shotgun. Kite behind him. Here's the snap. Wants to throw. Does. And it's caught by Stipp. A nice undercut tackle. Immediately thrown by Lentz at around the 19-yard line.
And what do we have?
Timeout called by Jasper, maybe?
Yep.
All right.
Goodness.
They see third down coming.
Yep, they do.
All right, timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. 55 seconds to go in the half. Jasper leads Mount Carmel 31-7. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces. Well, with Mount Carmel facing a 3rd and 4, Jasper called a timeout. They smell blood in the water. They think they can get the ball back, maybe do more damage before halftime. Let's see what the Aces do here. The line of scrimmage is their own 12-yard line. Appleby in the shotgun, sends Rager in motion right to left. Gets the snap, looks that way, fires, and it's 4. Patberg, he's got it. First down, turns it up over the 30 to the 33, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there you go. The Aces at least thwart the Jasper plan of trying to get the ball back in a hurry. And Patberg, his second caught ball tonight, takes it across the 30 all the way up to around the 33, and a good completion for a first down.
What about 15
14
yards? 14. And the Aces get a new set of downs, and that'll pretty well take them to halftime unless they elect to go for broke here. The clock says 47 seconds to go. Here is Appleby. The shotgun backs up, throws over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Patberg, I think, or Stipp short if it was deflected, but otherwise Patberg on the left sidelines. Incomplete second down. I had binoculars on. Didn't get a full range of that play.
It was thrown, I think, behind the intended receiver and just bounded away near out of bounds over there.
So it's second down. Clock stops. 44 seconds to go before halftime. Third home game of the year for the Aces. Or is this the fourth already? Yeah, it's the fourth, isn't it?
Fourth, yep.
Here is Appleby over the middle.
Pass
is caught. And here's Kite on the run across the pattern to the 40. 35-30. Finally tripped up and around the Jasper 29-yard line. Nice pass play of 21-17. Is at 38 yards.
Yep. Nice play. And now, can we exclamate the point here and get this in the end zone?
The Aces hustle up to the ball. The officials move the chain, start the clock. 32, 31, 30. Here is Appleby. Thrown over the middle. Pass is caught. Receiver
should be a first
dropped
down.
Right away. Rager, nice catch over the middle inside the 20.
25 seconds. Stop the clock to move the chains.
They'll actually mark him down at around the 15-yard line. And the Aces call a timeout. So they stop the clock. We have 25 seconds to go. Mount Carmel's second. Yep, there we go. Second timeout is what's called. Brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel on the march. We'll be back in 30. It's your home for the Aces. Well, Mount Carmel has suddenly exploded its way down the field. They called a timeout. There are 25 seconds to go in the first half. Mount Carmel has the ball first and 10 from the Wildcat 15-yard line. One timeout to play with.
Yeah, how about this, Scott? The fact that Jasper just a few plays ago called a timeout with inside a minute left on a 3rd and long situation, thinking they might have a chance to get the ball back, and the Aces took advantage and have moved into scoring position inside the 20.
Here is Appleby, the freshman at QB, rolls to the left. They're in on him, and he takes a sack. And that'll force Mount Carmel to call perhaps their last timeout, which they do with 18 seconds to go.
Well, and Jasper being Jasper dials up a big defensive play and takes the Aces outside of the red zone. The Aces take their final timeout as Appleby gets sacked all the way back inside the 25 to around the 27-yard line. That will go down as a loss of 12 yards on the play for Mount Carmel from where they spotted that football.
And we'll just keep it here. It'll be 2nd and 22 after this timeout. So the Aces will either have to throw towards the end zone or come up with something. And they've got time with a quick pass. They can still line up, move the chains, and get another play away. But there aren't too many plays to be had with 18 seconds to go.
Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan.
Well, thank you, Kyle.
You got it.
At halftime, we've got a lot of things to get to, including scores. We were talking about some of the teams from Southern Illinois. News Channel 15 has implemented a new top 10 poll, utilizing a lot of the CalPreps.com technology, but actually playing out all the simulated games to make sure we come up with a reliable list. And number one for the third week in a row, the Red Hill Salukis. They are for real. They're 5-0.
Two teams in our area of Southern Illinois ranked, I guess you would say ranked, but in the honorable mention list in the latest polls this week. Red Hill, one of those in Class 1A. Fairfield, one of those in Class 3A.
Now here's Appleby. Wants to throw, has time, puts it up for the end zone. The pass is tipped away from the receiver. Stip in the end zone. Good coverage by Jasper's Jacob Lenz. Incomplete. Clock stops. 12 seconds to go now, and it'll be third down.
Well, and the good thing is, what you got to like there is Appleby putting that ball in the end zone. You're not going to be brought down with no time left to get another play off, and I think that's probably what Michael Brewer told the freshman quarterback in the timeout there, is this ball's got to go to the end zone, and so does this one right here on third down.
The Aces probably go for it anyway. 2 more plays and just about time for that, Manny. Appleby throws over the middle, and the pass is
intercepted.
Picked off by Lentz at around the 4-yard line with 8 seconds to go, and that'll take care of the first half. Boy, the Aces really needed those points and just came up short, as they have on a couple of occasions tonight, and the Cats take over. They'll be able to ride out the clock now with 1 snap, 1 knee. They have it at their own 5. We're assuming they'll take a knee.
Well, and sad that the worst ball that Caleb Appleby's thrown in 2 weeks, in essence, comes right here on this play, and Jasper will knee this one out and take it to the locker room.
Another learning experience, though, as this curve is high when you're a freshman, but he'll figure it out, get it all done. He's going to be something in the end. Well, they do take a knee, the quarterback does, and that'll do it for the first half. It's been all Jasper in this game. Cats led 21-0 at the end of the first frame and lead it here at intermission. The score, Jasper 31, Mount Carmel 7. The Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report is next in 2 minutes. Keep it here at your home for the Aces, 100.5 WSJD. Well, I really didn't make any money for that mention. 2 minutes.
Didn't make any money for what?
Oh, I said the call letters, but I just completely forgot. Out of the blue.
Sorry.
31-7. They outscored Mount Carmel 21-0 in the first frame. Made it 10-7 in the second period, thwarting the Aces at the end with an interception at the 4-yard line as Mount Carmel tried to get in the end zone before the half. As it is, it's 31-7 at halftime.
Well, and again, we had some opportunities. Definitely Jasper, the better team here tonight. But Mount Carmel has had their opportunities and has taken advantage of a couple of opportunities. A couple of others they haven't. I like the fact that we're throwing the football. Caleb Appleby's done a decent job of that. The last ball he threw, the worst one of the night, ends up being picked off underthrown, trying to get that ball to a receiver near the end zone with the time running down. And so a lot of things that I think are good, a lot of things that definitely we've got to continue to work on. But still, it's rough to be down 31-7 here at the half.
Boy, don't you just like the way, that Appleby is showing such poise. At times you see it out there, him being a freshman. But, boy, some of the balls he throws and some of the skills he's already showing as a freshman, he is going to be a good one. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But this is a tough spot for a freshman to be in. This is a tough football against the quality of the Big 8 conference to be in when you're just a freshman. And even if you're as good as Caleb Appleby is, you're still a freshman. You've got to go through that and take your lumps. And we don't have one of our better teams around him, and so he is taking some lumps. But, man, there's so much promise out here that we see. So things are going to get bright again in the future. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, 31-7 here at halftime. Mount Carmel trailing the Wildcats of Jasper. And we'll go ahead and take a look here a little bit at some of that scoring summary here. Jasper got out to a 21-0 lead in the first half of play. Outscored Mount Carmel 10-7 in the second quarter. It was a Ryan Ewing 21-yard run in the first period with 10:38 left on the clock to put the Wildcats up 7-0. Then Malik Chapman took it in from 7 yards out at the 5:43 mark of the first to make it 14-0. And then with 4:39 to go, Justin Person completed a pass to Philip Noblet, a 21-yard touchdown pass. Made it 21-0 there. Then the Aces got on the board, moved the ball down the field really well, it looked like, for the first time. Blake Kite would take it in for the exclamation point, a 5-yard touchdown run to make it 21-7. Malik Chapman would add a run from 11 yards out with 3:41 to play in the second quarter, and it made it 28-7. And then a 24-yard field goal by Jacob Lentz made it 31-7 Jasper here at the half. The Aces, 168 yards of total offense. The Wildcats at 285. Mount Carmel has gone 10 of 25 through the air for 157 yards, 1 interception by Caleb Appleby. Passing for the Wildcats, they've seen Person go 5 of 8 for 123 yards and a touchdown. The Aces with just 11 yards rushing on 11 carries on the night. The Wildcats, 23 carries, 162 yards on the night. Here, we told you about the quarterbacks. Blake Kite has carried the ball 6 times for 17 yards and a touchdown. Appleby 4 carries for a net 1 yard. Austin Rager a carry for -7 yards. For Jasper carrying the football, Ryan Ewing, 11 carries, 78 yards, a score. Malik Chapman, 5 carries, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sam DeWitt, 2 carries for 38 yards. Reese Milligan, a carry for 8. And Justin Person, 3 carries for -4 yards on the night. That's how all the stats add up here in this ball game for a 31-7 Jasper lead here at the halftime break.
Mount Carmel Marching Aces performing now. Plenty of color and pageantry after that, too. The Aces inner-city teams, they are all lined up along the side of the field here, the press box side at Riverview, all adorned in their team colors. They'll be introduced, as will the traveling Aces teams. Very good squads this year. The 8th grade team is undefeated on the year, and the 6th grade team 4-2, but boy, can they score. So we've got plenty of kids ready to step right in and take their roles. So this is a very young squad this year. They've already had so many problems with injuries and a new regime to adjust to and all that. All things considered, it's been not a bad year for the Aces. A challenging one, no doubt, but there's always a brighter tomorrow, no matter who we've got in Mount Carmel and what team it is, because of kids like the ones we see down below us.
No doubt about it. A lot of youth on the varsity level this year. A lot of youth coming up, so the future is bright for Aces football. Let me give you some halftime scores from around the area here. This one a little closer, I guess, at the half than I would have thought. Vincennes leading Washington in Vincennes at the break, 19-0 in Big 8 play. Gibson Southern all over Pike Central at the half, 42-6 in that one. Heritage Hills and Southridge tied at 7 at halftime. South Spencer leads Forest Park 21-7 at the halftime break. Other scores from the Big 8, Boonville in the second quarter with a 14-0 lead over Princeton. A little starting to get concerned about the Pioneers of Boonville, who've been playing well these last few weeks. Game in the city, it's a tussle. Wrights just put 6 more points on the board to take a 27-13 lead over the North Huskies in the second quarter of that one. Bossy trailing Mater Dei 21-0 at halftime. It's Central over Memorial. That's a little surprise. 14-0 there in that one. All the other games around the area, again, started here at 7 o'clock. Here's another score for you. Scottsburg leading Mount Vernon's Wildcats, the Indiana variety Wildcats, 10-7 is the score there in the first quarter. Castle leads Harrison 35-3. In a battle in the Black Diamond, it is Fairfield leading Edwards County 16-0 in the first quarter. Fairfield trying to go to 6-0 in that one here tonight. And that's a look at some of the scores around the area. We'll work on a few Illinois scores for you here at our next break.
You're listening to the Keepus Funeral Home halftime report. The Marching East is still in the field putting on a great show for the fans gathered here at the Snake Pit. We will take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. There's more ahead. Keep it here at your home for the Aces. Okay, I'll give us extended time to talk about Back here on the Keep His Funeral Home halftime report, let us talk about the loss of two prominent members of the Mount Carmel and Aces families that we've lost in the last few days. We want to talk about Stu Grant and Linda Oxby. And let's begin with the memory of Stu Grant. What a really a moving ceremony today that was held at Parkview Christian Church. So many stories about Stu and his love of life and love of his family, and all the family members were involved. Bo, Bradley, Brandon, Bryant, Bethany, all gave moving remarks, all separate ideals that it wasn't a case of they all got up and repeated themselves. Oh, it was just so touching. Was not a dry eye in the place. Stu was a great guy, and of course, Stu wouldn't have wanted us to cry, but how could you but not? There were so many tributes given to him today, and I will say it's great to see Brian, and I think Bo's going to help out a little bit, carrying on the family tradition and be a great auctioneer as really Stu was for years and years and years. And so we certainly send our condolences to Marla and the family and everybody in town today for quite a moving funeral program at Parkview. And
a moment of silence, by the way, held for Stu prior to kickoff tonight. Was a chain gang member here for a number of years, and the chain gang got together and planted a tree in his honor here on the grounds of Riverview Stadium, and no doubt his memory going to live on for a long, long time. And you know, a lot of memories of Stu, the fast talking as the auctioneer. Nobody did it better. His son Brian is close. He's getting there, and he will get there as time goes on. But gosh darn it, he was one of the biggest Cub fans I knew.
Yeah.
And how awesome it was, I guess, and I can't believe as a Cardinal fan these words are coming out of my mouth, that before Stu went, the Cubs won it all a year ago, and he got to see it, got to be part of it and live it with his kids. And sports sometimes have a way of working things out, and in that way they did. And Stu will be missed. That great personality will be missed for a long time to come.
As positive a guy in the world, given an extra 7 years of life that he was really given as a gift itself, he did get to see the Cubs win. So we miss Stu Grant, of course, and Linda Oxby. We received word that the great Edwards County coach, the volleyball coach who really put the Lions on the map, guided them to the state finals. Linda Oxby has passed after a long battle with cancer as well. The gym has been named after her, and what a figure she was, and also another person who was so well liked because of the way that she treated her misfortune and the way she battled as well too, and just stayed with it so heroically, and we understand that there will be, am I right on this, a ceremony next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, at Linda Oxby Gymnasium, the perfect place to, of course, have a visitation. The gym she loved, gym she built the Lions into a winner in, and the gym that bears her name. And then a week from Sunday, there will be that a funeral at Parkview Christian Church, too.
Well, and what more can you say about Linda Oxby other than as awesome and as legendary of a coaching figure as she was? She was an even better person. Got to know Linda off the volleyball court. And, yeah, she demanded a lot of her players. But the demands translated into wins. Took a team to the state finals 3 times in Edwards County, 2 times in her last 2 years at the helm, and finished on top with her highest ever finish at the state level, 2nd place. But was no doubt a loved and respected member of the community. Coached at Wabash Valley College in volleyball for a time too, and cancer's just been a rough thing to deal with this week around the area, and two legends in their own right, Stu Grant and Linda Oxby. Going to miss them both.
Yeah, we have lost 2 heavy hitters in our life and memories too, Stu Grant and Linda Oxby. Well, both teams are out warming up for the second half. You're listening to the Keep His Funeral Home halftime report, and we will be right back with the beginning of the second half in 1 minute at your home for the Aces. I'm good. We'll get through that. 31-7. Mount Carmel got it first in the first half. Jasper deferred. Now the Aces will be kicking away. Braden Stipp will do that left to right. 2 men deep for the Cats. Malik Hartman. And also Gregory back there. There's the kick by Stipp. Line drive, and it'll be picked up by an up back at around the 19-yard line. Ooh, almost had the ball stripped. He was spun around and eventually slowed down. On the return was Mitch Kaiser. And he's down at around the 30-yard line. That's where Jasper will take over. Call to 29.
So Kaiser there, Montz on the stop, and kind of line drive kick that time for Stipp, and on the return, Kaiser gets it up to the 29-yard line. That's where the Wildcats come onto the field.
I think it was close. Doug Montz almost got the ball away. When he made his initial hit, kind of grabbed in for that ball, but the return man held on to it. That's what always happens in football. Everybody tries to get the ball from you. Now Person in the shotgun. On first down, Cats go right to left, and he keeps it himself and is swarmed under. That didn't go anywhere, that play. Wilson is one of those on the stop. Ryan Johnson as well for a loss.
Isaac Wilson in there on the stop as well for the Aces, bringing Person down for a sack back behind the 25 to the 24-yard line. So a loss of 4 on the play and a good start for the Aces defense to the second half.
Now the Cats split the receivers 2 by 2. Ryan Ewing, the setback to the quarterback's right. Person calls, backs up, looks, flushed out of the pocket, running down to the left side. 25, 30, 35, poked out of bounds at around the 36. And enough. Is it enough for the first down?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Well, maybe it is because they think they're moving. The chain gang does, but yeah, he got further up than I thought, I think, but they're not moving yet.
At about
nope, not yet. 39-yard
line is where they're going to put the ball. And it will be 3rd down and 1. Early third quarter, Jasper leads 31-7. Cats go 2 by 2 on the receivers. Nordoff and Noblet, who both caught passes tonight, to the left. And pulls back from Ewing. Now the quarterback wants to throw it back to Ewing at the 45-40. He's going to go for a touchdown. Nobody's going to come close. Ryan Ewing caught the ball from the quarterback and dashes a long ways for the touchdown.
61 yards. Boy.
That little fake really ate us up, didn't it, on the handoff to him. And he just took off once he caught the ball. 40 yards of open field.
Yeah, Ryan Ewing, nobody around, and kind of 2 big breakdowns defensively on the last 2 plays. We saw a 3rd and 11 situation, and Person just took off with the ball. Nobody there on outside contain, and got up for a 3rd and short situation, and then a long bomb to Ewing. 61 yards later, a touchdown, and Jasper's back on the board.
And high snap, but Lentz gets the kick away, and it is good. And the Jade Investments financial advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Jasper 38, Mount Carmel 7, back in 30 at your home for the Aces. No, I might break it tonight. Jasper's lead now 38-7 as the Wildcats kick away right to left. Deep man is Stipp, catches on the fly at the 8 to the 10, 15, 20. Heads to the left side. He's going to run down and around the 23-yard line. That's where Mount Carmel takes over. So Jasper approaching the high water mark for their year in points. Huh?
Yeah, they got that mark just a week back when they took on Princeton at home. Their high point total of the year, 47 points. They beat the Tigers 47-14. They only have 1 shutout on the year. That was at Boonville back on September the 1st. They won 28-0 on that night. Outside of that shutout, 14 the fewest points they've allowed.
Now the Aces line it up 2 by 2 in the receivers. Appleby a quick throw. Slant pass dropped by Rager on the left flat. So is that Rager or is that, let's check it. That is Rager over there on the left flat. It's incomplete, 2nd down.
Well, Scott, we told you at halftime that, I think Caleb Appleby's doing a decent job at quarterback. He's under 50% on the night, 10 of 26 through the air, but boy, a lot of those incomplete passes have been in the vicinity of where you'd want to see them, around the hands of the receiver.
We've had at least 3 drops tonight. And now here is the handoff. Ball carrier Kite breaks away from one tackle, almost had the ball stripped, and finally upended at the 27.
Gain of 4 yards by Kite. I thought, like you did, thought he might break loose there, but not quite enough distance from an ankle-grabbing tackler from Jasper to bring him down. And Kite does get 4 yards of forward progress. 3rd and 6 now for the Aces. And really, to keep this thing respectable, we're going to have to start getting some first downs here.
Stipp and Patberg are the inside-out receivers to the right, 2 by 2. And now he sends Stipp in motion back. He goes back to the right, and then gets a return pass, a quick slant. They sent Stipp in motion. Then instead of continuing the motion, he suddenly turned upfield. He got the pass right away, but all of that didn't work for much in traffic. And it'll be 4th down, gain of about nothing on the play.
A loss of 1. In fact, back to the 26-yard line. So a completed pass, but a loss of a yard, and it's 4th down and 7 for the Aces, and we will show punt formation here.
And dropping is Chapman, Malik Chapman, and Gregory. And back to do the punting, it will be Stipp. And Jasper will get the ball right back here, less than 2 minutes into the 3rd period. And instead they go to Rager. He decides to keep it and try to run, but comes up well shy. In fact, did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Instead, the snap went to Rager, who is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage than the punter, and we tried to do something with it. Came up empty, and Jasper takes over at the Aces' 26-yard line.
Well, you appreciate the fact, I think, that the Aces have to do something. They got to do something to flip the tide in the game, but boy, it's a gutsy call, and it doesn't pan out. No gain on the play, in fact, and Jasper takes over from the 26-yard line. Even shorter porch than what they've seen tonight.
2 by 2 on the receivers, and a quick throw. This time Milligan catches at the 25-20 and got away. Nope, he said he went out of bounds. He tippy-toes down the sidelines, but he was pushed out of bounds by the Aces. Trevor Peterson at around the 18-yard line.
Yeah, so it goes to Milligan there, their leading receiver. Stopped well short of a first down. It'll be 2nd and 3, but still a 7-yard completion back in the red zone. Just that quickly goes the Jasper offense.
Milligan, one of the main skill backs that has not scored tonight. They line it up in the eye now with one receiver to the right, double tight end set, handoff to the tailback. Ewing darts to the right and still on his feet, gets to the edge, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown. Ewing scooted outside. He was headed to the tackle hole and stepped outside and found a lot of running room, and it's a touchdown run of 19 yards, and Jasper adds to the lead.
Yeah, 8:59 to go. 2 quick scores already in this half for Jasper. In fact, a little less than 2 minutes apart, the scores, as the Aces fake punted deep in our own territory. Jasper able to take it 26 yards in pretty short order and get back on the board. 44-7.
Now Person holds for Lentz, who has plenty of leg. Oh, we missed it. Well, he had plenty of leg, but he sailed it off to the right side. The point after is no good. And let's take a look at the Jade Investments Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It is Jasper 44, Mount Carmel 7, back with a kick in 30. 2 quick third quarter scores by Jasper, and the Wildcats now have a huge lead over Mount Carmel. It is 44-7. Just 3 minutes and 1 second into the third period. Jasper to be kicking off following the 19-yard run by Ewing. He has 2 straight touchdowns to his credit, a 61-yard catch and the 19-yard run. And the boot, a bounder downfield, picked up at the 16 by the Aces. Now a hand back, and
ball's out.
And the ball's loose on the deck. Who has it?
No signal yet. Jasper thinks they do.
And they have it. The Cats do.
Oh.
So the Aces try a little razzle-dazzle on the kickoff return, and they go from bad to worse.
Well, we've tried a little too much razzle-dazzle here. That was Stipp that started with it, right? Or who started with that ball
No,
outfield?
I wonder if that was, well, I'm not sure, but I wonder if it was Montz who picked up and flipped it back to him, or one of the up-backs did.
And so he tried. I mean, you got to love a kid for trying, I guess. But, ugh.
Unless that was a design all the way, too.
It could have been. It very well could have been. But then to fumble the ball away and give Jasper the ball, oddly enough, right back where we gave them on the fake punt at the 26-yard line. Same exact spot on the field.
And they're back in the eye with double tights and handoff to the tailback. This time the ball carrier, first-time runner tonight, is Elliott Hopp, a 6'2", 170 sophomore, and bangs into his own lineman. And eventually gets progress to about the 23, gain of a long 3 on the play.
Well, and so Jasper's starting to call the dogs off a bit here.
And all these sophomore names we didn't think we'd have to worry about, we might have to start now. Is that H-O-P-F? That's in Jasper.
Hoff.
That's Hopp.
Or
Hoff.
Hoff, I guess, but Hoff, I think.
And he checks out now. So it's his first carry of the night. Let's see if we have the same quarterback. Yes, Person is still in the game. Another setback, the up back in the eye is Jake Ruxer. And the tailback gets the call, and that's a new back. Now Carmel repels him, though. That was Sam Williams on the carry. And nothing much there. It'll be third down.
Yeah, Williams, a senior, listed on the roster as a tight end, but obviously not a tight end on that scenario. Still gets a yard of forward progress, does Sam Williams on the play.
Line of scrimmage will be the Mount Carmel 21-yard line. Person stays in the game at quarterback. He's the senior. They've got a lot of seniors on this team. And there's a handoff to that ball carrier again, and that is Hopp. Hope they call it Hope. He's down to around the 18-yard line. Near the marker, short, 4th and 2.
Well, and what do you do if you're Jasper here? 4th and short, they're going to go for it. Why not chart out your field goal kicker, I guess?
Kicked a 24-yarder earlier tonight. Instead, they'll stay in the eye and dwindle the clock. Person under center. Looks, calls, drops the ball. Now picks it up and hands it back to Hope, who's immediately covered up. But let's see if he got to the marker or not. I don't think he did.
No, Aces will take over.
Nice job. They call Thacker on one of the tackles for the Aces. There were 2 or 3 there, but Thacker is the most recognizable one. So Mount Carmel takes over, 1st and 10 after stopping Jasper on downs of the 19.
Well, of course, learning experience here tonight, but as if things weren't serious enough, they get real serious if you want to try to make the playoffs and you're Mount Carmel. I mean, this is one of the two you got to get, this one or the one against Vincennes next week to have a shot, and this one is about all but over.
Now Appleby, long route to Patberg, who leaps up, almost makes a catch off the shoulder pad of the defender. Incomplete. Man, Patberg got up in the air, covered by Noblet, and he almost pulled it off Noblet's shoulder pad.
Well, Patberg had the catch of his season earlier tonight, and he may have had one of his best games all around. Satchel Patberg here tonight.
Well, definitely he's gotten better, and the Aces have used him more now as this season has gone on. 2nd down. Appleby, the quarterback, throws a quick ball and caught, but immediately undercut is Luke Gould after the catch and around the 24.
Yeah, first call of his name tonight, Luke Gould with a reception, a 6-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd and 4 situation.
We're down to 6:27 to go, 3rd period. It is Jasper 44, Mount Carmel 7. The Aces come out 2 by 2. It is Gould and Patberg from inside out on the right side. And Appleby gets the snap. Quick throw. This time it's caught. Gould again. And he's closer to the marker. Very close at around the 29 with that catch. But it looks like short. It'll be 4th down.
So, are they going to take a look? They haven't really ruled yet. They may bring the chains out, and they will.
Yep. Clock stops, 6:05 to go, 3rd period. And they've got most of the way. They've got to bring the chains all the way over past the far hash marks to them, the near hash marks to us. And then we'll measure.
The ball will be at the 29. It's a matter of whether or not it's enough yards to move the chains or if we're dealing with a fourth down situation. Let's get a little lucky here. Chance to make the clock move more, and it's going to be first down.
First down for the Aces. And they'll get to move the chains, utilizing Patberg and Gouldmore on this drive. Good to see Luke Gould out this year. We've talked about it before. But he's just a junior out this year. Patberg, just a sophomore. So now the Aces send trips to the left side and a quick pass over the middle, caught by Patberg. Now he turns upfield, gets the first down over the 40 to the 43-yard line. Nice run after the catch by Patberg. And they move the chains again.
All the way up to the 42-yard line, a 13-yard gain. Another Aces first down as the Appleby to Patberg connection working again here tonight.
As it will many more times over the next 3 years for Patberg anyway. So first down to the Aces from the 42. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. In the shotgun is the QB Appleby. Sets, fires, looks for Patberg again. Can't come up with this one though. A little bit high. Good coverage by Jasper, incomplete. Second down.
Well, again, right in the vicinity of Patberg, the throw. You know, I'm still impressed, generally speaking, with the ability of Caleb Appleby throwing the football. Yeah. Every ball is, give or take a few, right where you'd want it to be.
Yeah, he's going to be something before he's done, isn't he?
I would think so.
I mean, if you're just sitting there watching this game, you barely know he's a freshman. I mean, we've said it enough, but some of the balls he throws are as good as they're going to be. And there's a Jasper with a takeaway. They got the football away on the would-be tackle, and Jasper's going to take over. Looks like a takeaway by Sam DeWitt. I don't even know if the ball hit the ground, did it?
I don't know either. I was shocked when I looked up and saw us running the other way. Who started with that ball for us?
Well, I'm not even sure.
Kite.
Okay. And I'm not sure if it hit the deck, and if Williams picked it up on a fumble, it was a perfect bounce to him, and he was in mid-stride. As it is, Jasper takes over at the 35-yard line, cruising as they are. And here's a handoff to the up back, and he drives forward to around the 31-yard line. And let's see who carried the ball. That was number 12 on that play, Sam Williams. He's a 6-foot senior. Gain of 3 on the play, shall we call it? Second down.
Sam Williams, who took that ball away, gets rewarded with another carry.
Back into the game for the Aces comes Colton Davis. He's made a stop tonight. Second down, and new quarterback in the game. We'll get that number for you in a minute. And there are the ball carriers wrapped up. Ball carrier is Hof. The quarterback is Nathan Rillo, a 5'11 sophomore, and a loss on the play that time. Kite on the stop. Third down and about 7 now. Back to the 31.
So they ultimately set it down at initially the same line of scrimmage. No gain for Hof on the play. A lot of time left. 4:30 to go, third quarter.
Rillo takes over at quarterback. He's under center. Hands off to the up back in the eye. He plows over the right side for a couple to the 29. It'll be fourth down from there, though.
Have to wait to see who carried the ball. Looks like it may have been Williams again who gets 2 yards. And it'll be 4th and 4 from there.
Farrar, they say, on the stop for the Aces. We featured him last week as one of the players during the player segment. Now under center, here he is. Rillo gives the deep pitch. Running back Hof to the right side, slides by one tackle, and is stopped shy of the marker over on the far sidelines. Kite on the stop, but he did not make it. And it'll be another change of possession. Mount Carmel takes over.
Yeah, Hof got some progress downfield, but not nearly enough. Got up to around the 28-yard line. A gain of, I guess, just 1 yard out of all of that. And the Aces will take over on downs. 3:44 to go in this third quarter.
And Jasper being very compassionate tonight.
A rarity.
Yeah, a rarity. We don't normally see that out of them.
I say that in the nicest of ways.
And I don't, but they're being very nice tonight. They aren't always this way. They're acting like you're supposed to act in football, like this. Timeout. Called by who? Mount Carmel. All right. We'll take it. First time out of the second half, brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. It's all Jasper. They lead the Aces 44-7, back in 30. It's your home for the Aces. Back here at Riverview Stadium, just a wonderful Friday night, weather-wise for football, but not so much on the field.
Not so much the result.
Yeah. Jasper leads 44-7 as they are heading for victory number 5, and Mount Carmel is heading for loss number 4. And we play at Vincennes next week. It isn't going to get any easier. Aces take over, 1st and 10. Appleby backs up in the shotgun, now throws it long. The pass is an over-the-shoulder grab on the fly by Rager, but it's incomplete. It was out of bounds. He ended up catching that ball, but out of bounds. Chapman on the coverage, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 coming up. Let's go to that scoreboard once again around the area, updating you on the scores from across the region here tonight. We saw that Fairfield had pulled away from Edwards County. It got to be a 44-0 game at halftime. Wow. Gibson Southern pulling away from Pike Central, 63-6 in the 4th quarter there.
In the shotgun, quick slant pass throw, and either ahead of one receiver or behind the other, but incomplete either way. On the coverage for Mount Carmel, short was Luke Reinhardt, and a little bit longer pattern, Satchel Pattenberg. It'll be 3rd down.
Vincennes leading Washington in the 3rd quarter, 25-0, as that score gets more to what you would expect to see. Boonville leading Princeton 14-7 at the half in another Big 8 conference game. Wright's ahead of North 36-13 at the half in the city, and Central continues to lead Memorial 14-0 at halftime.
Here is Appleby in the shotgun. Excuse me, 3rd down. Fires over the left side. Pass caught by Rager on the marker. Dives ahead for the 1st down to the 40-yard line. A pass play of 12 yards and a 1st down.
Nice completion. Nice catch by Austin Rager. The one difference I think we see tonight with a good defensive team in Jasper, you don't see a lot of yards after catch tonight, especially for a guy like Rager, who's so good on his feet and so good at finding extra yards after he makes a catch, and Jasper doing a good job when the catch is made to bring him down.
Appleby throws again to Rager on the quick little strike pass and cover the 45 to the 48. He ends up with the football on the slant pass. About a 7-yard gain, 2nd down.
A nice completion again over the middle. Quick drop, quick release by Appleby, finding Rager. Other score here, Carmel leading Johnston City 28-7 there at the half. Castle leads Harrison 42-3 at the half. Mater Dei at the half over Bosse 28-0. Mount Vernon trailing Scottsburg on the road tonight 17-14. That's Mount Vernon, Indiana.
Rager in motion left to right. Handoff to the up back Kite. He dives near the marker over the left side, comes up just a little bit shy. It'll be 3rd down and less than 1. Well, maybe 3rd down and a solid 1.
Yeah, maybe 1 yard there for Kite. Long 1, short 2 to get here for the Aces coming up. And 2 downs to get it, I would expect we would go for it on 4th down.
Wonder if Evansville Harrison misses Corey Brunson, who's gone off to Mount Vernon.
Well, they missed something because they're not. They don't have a lot of points on the board here tonight in their game, trailing 42-3 to Castle at the half.
Appleby pump fake. Now he's going to get dragged down. He delivered the pump fake, but Jasper was in on him so much that just all that did was slow him down and let Jasper finish him off. On the tackle that time was Zach Ryberg, and it'll be 2nd and long.
4th and 15, I think, isn't it?
4th down? 4th down, yeah.
4th and 15.
They had to change the marker. They had 1st down on the marker.
It goes as a loss of 13 yards on the sack of Appleby, and that will mean not going for it on 4th down, as we'll punt the ball away.
Chapman and Lentz are deep. Here is Stipp's kick, pretty good. A little more into it. Retrieved by Chapman, and he's downed right away. Good crisp tackle by Mount Carmel over there. On the stop was Thacker. And Jasper has a pretty good start here at around their 40-yard line.
You just got something I just picked up on here that we saw from Malik Chapman. Obviously, one of the players that Jasper likes a whole lot, liked him to touch the football, and especially getting him out there on kickoff returns, punt returns like that one. He was on one side of the field. The Ace is going to try to kick away from him. At the last moment, he switched spots. Look at this, double handoff.
A double reverse and went nowhere as Isaac Wilson snuffed it out and dragged down Zach Schneider for a loss on the play.
So a loss back across the 40 inside that mark, back near the 36-yard line. So a loss of 4 on the play ultimately as the Aces snuff out the trickery.
Jasper may plan to use that some other time this year and decided to run it here, and they may shelve that play. Who knows?
It is also the second string out there, too.
Yeah, and now a handoff, not much for the ball carrier that time up the middle, and that was on the carrier, Williams again. He got a little progress to the 33. It'll be third down and not quite as long. We'll call it third and, what do they got to go to the 50? So 13. No, it's longer than that. Third and 16.
Well,
we're down to 10 seconds to go in the third period.
Sorry, Scott. Schneider ended up losing more yards than I gave him credit for on that last time. So that will end the third quarter, by the way.
And so we will take a break as well and bring you the fourth quarter in a minute. Let's take a look at the during the break, the scoreboard. And breaks are brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. It's Jasper 44, Mount Carmel 7. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute at your home for the Aces. Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. We begin the fourth quarter. Jasper with the football, leading 44-7. Play action fake, long throw by the QB. Looking downfield, pass caught at the 35, down to the 31-yard line. The pass thrown by Nathan Rillo, and the catch made by Zach Schneider. Well done for the reserve QB. First down, Jasper at the Aces 32.
Well, and the defender right there threw his hands up trying to anyway, anyhow, block that ball from getting through. But in the end, it's a 35-yard pass completion and a big first down.
And now Rillo under center, backs in the eye. He option. Now there's the pitch. Hope grabbed right away as soon as he got that pitch. Wilson ran it all the way. Not a good idea for the quarterback to give it up, but he did. And let's see, no gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, really short side of the field. Not much to do there for Jasper running that pitch play. So no gain, though, as you said. 2nd down and 10. Clock rolls here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what Jasper coach Tony Aarons wants to see. He stayed in bounds. Now Rillo returns under center with the backs in the eye. The up back gets the call now. He's tripped up. Nice job by the Aces and stopping Landon Wright. Betts on the play, 5'8", 145. Yeah, a little gain, though. Let's see. Davis on the stop. We mentioned his name 2 or 3 times tonight. Colton Davis. Third down now. And about 8 from the 30.
Well, Jasper, with his second string, really hasn't had much success running the football. Their success has become through the air, but they'll go to the ground again here.
Tailback, and there's Colton Davis again. Wrapped up the ball carriers. He get to the left side. Hope was stopped by Davis. And as soon as he had the handoff, he was bear hugged. So that'll be 4th down for Jasper.
Just a sophomore is Colton Davis, 5'8", 166-pound sophomore. Wears number 41 on his uniform back and has done a pretty good job out there tonight for the Aces, coming in late in this one. 4th down here.
And Jasper will go for it. They'll stay in the eye. 1 tight end, 1 receiver.
Oh, boy.
And everybody's jumping around.
Who went first? That's the big thing.
Dead ball foul. False start. Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
And there's your answer.
They'll march it back to the 34-yard line, or it's now 4th and 11 for the Cats. They'll still go for it, though. Probably still stay on the ground. We'll see. Clock running. 9:57 to go. Jasper leads 44-7. They led this game 21-0 in the first period and have cruised from there. Handoff up back, bangs into one of the Aces. Wow, what a hit. That collision. Betts. And Betts really banged into Cade Newkirk hard right away. He didn't get enough, nearly enough. And Mount Carmel does take over, and Newkirk paid the price.
Well, Betts two things there. Knew he had to get a lot of yards running on the ground game. Going to try to plow through the way. But maybe saying, hey, look at how hard I'm running, Coach. Give me some more playing time out there. The junior with the run. Got 3, but needed a whole lot more than that, and the Aces take over.
So Mount Carmel gets the football. First down from their own 30-yard line. Quiet crowd most of the night here. Our final home game of the season is in 2 weeks, and it's not going to be easy.
No.
It's Boonville playing better than ever now. We'd heard a lot about the Pioneers, and they suffered a big injury, and they kind of backpedaled, and seems like they've righted the ship of state, found themselves with the new personnel, and they are tough as nails right now. And there's a throw from Appleby on first down to the right side.
Goes to Rager.
And Rager finally swarmed under, and it'll mark the football at the 37. Gain of about 5 on the play. Second down, if not more, maybe 6.
A nice completion there to Rager up to the 36-yard line. At Vincennes next week, huh?
Mm-hmm. At the park, Inman Park. They've done some remodeling, I guess, the press box there, right?
Yeah, we've been in the new press box.
Yeah.
Our last trip there
last
was
time?
the
Okay.
new first trip there. It's a nice one.
Well, that's older than I thought. Have they not done anything else to that? I thought they did some other
They've
renovation.
done some. They made it look pretty good.
Yeah. On the carry that time for Mount Carmel, first carry of the night for Connor Lane at running back. And he got about 3 on the play, 3rd and 1. Gain of 3 by Connor Lane. Line of scrimmage, the 40.
Chance to see some of the youth out there for the Aces.
Oh, I thought we already had youth out there.
Well,
More
the
youth.
younger youth,
Yeah.
I guess.
There's a pass complete to Patberg. He races down
Look
the
at
right
this.
sideline after heading that direction. And he gets all the way down inside the Jasper 40 to the 39-yard line. First down pass play from Appleby to Patberg.
Covers 22 yards, and have a night Satchel Patberg when a lot of things aren't going well for the Aces. He has been one of the bright spots tonight for Mount Carmel. Another pass completion to Patberg from Appleby, and his night is continuing on here for the Aces.
And there's a handoff. The up back powers forward 2 or 3 yards, gets some progress before he's pushed back. Blake Kite on the carry now to the 37.
In terms of yards, Satchel Patberg leading the Aces receiving corps tonight. 4 catches, 87 yards.
Wow.
Austin Rager's caught more balls, eight of them for 76 yards tonight. Who carried that last one?
That was Blake Kite for a long 2. Second down and 8. Receiver split both ways. And now there's, I think, a bobble between Aiden Gill, the quarterback, and Patberg. And Mount Carmel falls on the football back at the 41. I'm not sure he was trying to get it. Gill was trying to get it to Patberg on a counter back around, but the ball was loose on the deck, and Aiden Gill fell on it.
So
Loss on the play.
A chance to get Aiden Gill some time back at the quarterback spot here for the Aces, and a squirrely exchange there. But Aiden Gill, who really did a nice job at the quarterback spot for the Aces when he started in week 1, back out there.
Now he gets the snap, rolls to the right, rolls back, now throws on the run. Pass intended for Gould, slides, trying to get the ball, can't, at around the 39, and it'll be a 4th down.
So again, the Aces faced with a 4th down situation here. Would imagine we're going to look to go for it here.
Line of scrimmage is the Jasper 41-yard line. Now Gould checks out wide to the right side. And I think Reinhardt's out that direction. High snap over Gill's head. He goes back and falls on it at around the 43 of Mount Carmel, and Jasper takes over there after a huge loss on that high snap.
Well, and unfortunate there for Aiden Gill. The snap not really his fault, but he'll take the yardage on that one. A loss of 15 yards on the play, and Jasper takes over.
And we've been very good at that this year, but center snaps are one thing when you got a 6'5" kid in there, and one thing when you got a 5'4" kid in there. And Appleby could have grabbed it, but it was way over Aiden's head, and Jasper now will take over at the 43 of Mount Carmel with 7:01 to go in the game.
I'm going back through and looking through some of the archives here. It has been a long time since the Aces have had a loss like this at home. More on that in a second.
Handoff, ball carrier breaks away down the left side. He might get in. He's to the 10, to the 5, touchdown. On the run is Will Burkle, the first time he's touched the ball tonight, and it's a 43-yard touchdown run by Burkle, and Jasper now leads 50-7.
And what that means is running clock the rest of this game here at the Snake Pit. Jasper with 50 points on the board. That's by far and away the most points they've put on the scoreboard this year. And the most points put up by a visiting team, I believe, to Riverview Stadium since that 71-70 Madness playoff game here back in 2013.
Now they'll try to tack on the point after. Another kicker in the game as well. And that, with a good kick, well, we don't even have number 15.
Well, there you go.
We have a new kicker in. The only thing we know is he loves his mother. Number 15 with a point after. And let's take a look now at the scoreboard, the Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It is Jasper 51, Mount Carmel 7, back with a kick in third. So Jasper's lead is now 44 points, 51-7. That means the clock should be running continuously from this point forward. The kick to Mount Carmel, and the return man is swarmed under. Well, he kind of broke away on the carry that time. Let's see. I'm trying to get an eye. And was not Isaac Wilson. How about Sam Ewald on the carry? Good job, Sam. And he's down at around the 25-yard line. Aces take over there, and the clock is running.
Yeah, well, continuous clock when you get down by 40 at any point in the second half. The clock continues to run. It's got the most points the Aces have allowed in a Big 8 conference game since joining the league in 2003. Was 52 back in October of 2005, and a 52-18 loss at Vincennes. And we trail by 42 points here. No, I'm sorry. We trail by more than that. I'll figure this out in a minute. Math not the strong suit.
Aiden Gill throws on the run, passes through the hands of the receiver, and incomplete over the left side pass intended for Ewald. It'll be second down.
What I'm trying to say through all of this is this one is starting to rewrite some of our Big 8 history. We trail by 44 points here. That would be our worst ever loss in Big 8 conference play, and worst loss in a long, long time. More than I can research here at Riverview Stadium. We did lose in 2008 to Bloomington Central Catholic here at the Snake Pit, 42-0 back in 2008. But this one's getting ugly.
Aiden Gill, the quarterback of the shotgun, pulls it back, keeps it himself, and runs into a bunch of Wildcats on the left side at around the 29. Give him some progress, though, and it'll be third down and about 6 to go from there.
Gill gets about 4, and you know you have to take some lumps along the way from time to time. It always can't be all good all the time, and boy, it has not been good tonight. We've seen some bright spots. We've seen Pat Berg at the receiver spot do pretty well catching the football. The big run earlier, got a touchdown. It's not a shutout, but back to the drawing board next week with a date with a team that might be even better than Jasper and Vincennes on the road.
2-by-2 on the receivers, and Aiden Gill wings it off the hand of the receiver, Patberg, on the right side, incomplete. And it will be fourth down for the Aces, and they're back at their own 30-yard line with 4:13 to go.
Well, again, the roughest part of the schedule. You knew that getting to this point for the Aces when you get to Jasper and Vincennes this week. This year, you know that those were going to be the top two teams to deal with in the league. Vincennes in the fourth quarter leading Washington 31-0 at home in the park tonight. And so you knew this was going to be the roughest part of the season, and it's unfortunately turning out to be that way.
And here is the running kick by Braden Stepp, and it'll go out of bounds. And around midfield, depending on where the officials mark it, Jasper will have the football. We'll see if they just knee it out.
If he just keeps walking, then official, the clock keeps going, and I don't think it would ever be.
Can wait long enough, yeah.
21 yards officially on the punt there with no return.
And the line of scrimmage is exactly midfield, the 50, with the nose of the football on the line.
You know, we saw Mount Carmel a few years back. Remember when Darren Peach was just going to kneel out the game and with the running clock? I mean, there's something to be said for, you know, we were never going to take a snap. I mean, in theory, with a running clock, Jasper does not even need to take a snap. Just keep taking delay of game penalties. The clock is going to go until it hits 0.
And it's inside 10 now, and Jasper finally getting ready. And under center is the QB. He does get drops the ball. Now the running back picks it up, but
he did take a knee, but he didn't intend to take a knee. When he picked the ball up, his knee was on the ground.
So that'll be
that's how that goes.
Loss of 2 back to the 48-yard line, and now we're down to 2:22 to go. We'll visit with Coach Michael Brewer after the game. Mount Carmel will fall to 2-4 on the year, and now their backs will be against the wall. They'll have to win out to finish 5-4 and hope for a playoff berth at 5-4. Jasper, meanwhile, will move to 5-2. They have 2 games left in their regular season before the sectional tournaments begin in the Hoosier State. And there's a handoff. Ball carrier is Hope. He slides left side. Not much there to around the 46, maybe a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd down from there, and we're down inside 2 minutes now, 1:45 to go.
And again, 3rd down coming up. Jasper trying to milk the clock here. They are winning this thing the right way, trying to kind of take it easy and coast into the win here. Wildcats definitely tuning themselves up for a postseason run that'll begin for them here in just a couple of weeks.
Now their backs are in the eye. Quarterback waits on the clock. It's down below 10. Game clock 1:16. And handoff, ball carrier shuffling up the middle, and Reinhardt and others. And
maybe Burke on the run.
Burke, okay. And Aiden Gill helps out on that stop near the marker. Is it enough? Where I'm seeing the official stand, it probably is at around the 41.
Well, if you come out and bring the chains out and measure this thing, we're done.
It'll be done.
Just go ahead and bring the chains out. I don't know that they've made the indication yet of whether or not it is. It is a 1st down. There you go.
Clock continues to run, down to 40 seconds to go. Probably 1 play left. They haven't started the play clock yet. And will they? No, they don't. It starts, and we've got about 8-second differential, so we'll have 1 more snap.
As it stands, 486 yards of offense for Jasper tonight. Wow. 226 through the air, 260 on the ground. The Aces with 222 yards, as there's the knee. In total, we finished the night, Scott, 5 yards to the negative in total rushing yards tonight.
Wow. Boy.
Do the Aces. Caleb Appleby, 18 of 38, 227 yards passing. He did throw an interception. The touchdown was a run by Blake Kite, 10 carries, 24 yards. Caleb Appleby, 5 carries, -12. Aiden Gill, 3 carries, -13. Austin Rager, 2 carries, -7. Connor Lane had a carry for 3 yards tonight. Satchel Patberg, my vote for player of the week. 4 receptions, 87 yards for the Aces tonight in the loss.
And the Cats win it, the final 51-7. Both teams were actually on the field getting set in their lines before the clock wound to 0. And now both teams are shaking hands. We'll get a moment with the Mount Carmel coach when we come back with the post-game show. And that is coming up next. The final, Jasper 51, Mount Carmel 7. We're back on the field in just 2 minutes at your home for the Aces.
And for those of you watching on News Channel 15 and my15news.com, we wrap it up. We say goodnight from Riverview Stadium. See you next week in Vincennes. Good night.